broadcasting from Millvale Studios. You are listening to Funny Money on the River's Edge Network. I'm your host, Tom Henry, and with me, as always, is
Matt Wolfarth.
And our producer, Brian Crawford.
Brian Crawford running on 2 hours of sleep. We're calling him Aquaman today.
Yeah, I spilled like a bottle of water, twice now?
Yes. You're two for two.
I don't know. I would say sleep deprivation man might be a better description.
Oh, my God. That's the worst. When you're really tired, you can't even do anything right.
Yeah, there are definitely different degrees.
You're just like, I can't move my arm.
I mean, there's passing out, standing up level of tired.
And the older you get, like, you'll find you cannot mess with your sleep patterns. Like, your circadian rhythms are your circadian rhythms. Don't mess with them or you'll be ruined for, like, not a day, not 5 hours, like 3 days. Like, you'll feel it till Thursday.
So there's several times I stay up for, like, 48 hours in a day. Are you trying to say that
that's going to stop?
You have no circadian rhythm.
No circadian rhythm.
No.
Isn't that a cool term, huh?
That is a cool term,
I never
yes.
even heard of it before.
Look it up to make sure I'm quoting it right.
Well, we brought you in that way because, you can always treat your sleep deprivation with drugs that you buy at the supermarket.
You can.
You can. And we're talking about supermarkets, so it's perfect.
Dude, supermarkets are crazy good right now. Like, I used to hate them, but now it's kind of fun.
Wait, you mean the level of convenience?
Yeah,
or?
the level of stuff. Just like you go in and you can pick and choose. Like, you have your own little guy department where you can go in and get your beer and your little dinner. And then I swore I was never going to party at Giant Eagle, but the other night I was partying at Giant Eagle.
Good for you.
Because they have a little pub over
there.
there.
They do, yeah. You mean at the Waterworks?
Yeah, at the Waterworks.
Yeah,
I said I will never party at Giant Eagle. And the other day I'm like, there's some people here. It's not bad. So
you know what? The food is good there, too, at that place.
We were just talking yesterday on River Talk, and they actually now, you can buy your alcohol there in a couple months.
Yes.
Well, wine and everything else.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
like hard drinks?
State stores are in trouble, and then everybody's going to be selling their beer distributors, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so
we saw that coming.
If you haven't gathered, our local biggest grocery store chain is Giant Eagle, which is privately owned. And I guess another one. What do we have around here? Like, we have those dollar
Shop
store
and
things.
Save.
Shop and Save.
We have Sure Fine or Sure Shop
but none of the ones we're going to be talking about. And the reason
we're not talking about my other favorite one, Wegman. Thank you. The
reason we're talking about the ones we are talking about is because they're public and they're large,
and you can own a piece of them.
Yes, exactly. The one that you might think is the elephant in the room that we're not talking about is Trader Joe's. And that's because, as Brian, our producer, just clarified for me, the owner of Aldi also has a family trust that owns Trader Joe's. And so it's privately held.
I didn't know that until you just told me. I had no idea. They didn't even seem similar.
Well, I didn't know that until Brian told me. I thought it was just Aldi's own Trader Joe's.
Now that you say it, like, as I've been in both stores, they're similarly set up. Like, it's like a maze. They get you in there and you're just trying to get out the whole time.
Where, Aldi?
Yeah, both of them.
They try and capture you. Now, wouldn't that be annoying? I mean, if you're like, what do you mean? Like a maze, you're stuck in there because you're literally lost?
Yeah, like, once you're in, you can't. You have to go through the whole store to get out almost. Like,
right. It seems like
corralling you, almost like IKEA. You know how you go into IKEA and people have been lost there for days?
Yeah.
Like, I was survived by sucking on loofah sponges. Like, what the hell? There's like road signs, traffic stops, school bus stops.
Right. Like, they want you to get lost.
Yes.
The loster you are, the more time you spend browsing.
You spend more money. But both of those stores are set up similarly. But Aldi's doesn't sell bags. I didn't know that till the end of the store when I went to get out of there.
They don't sell bags?
No, they don't give you bags.
Oh, no, you have to buy them, yeah.
Yeah, I got all the way to the end. He goes, we don't have bags. That's how we save you money. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with Aldi's?
You know what? They're like really a genius company. I mean, with what they do to save money. No, but you know what? It's true. It works. They save money that way. They don't allow you to use credit card purchases still.
Oh, wow.
It's
all cash.
Cash or debit. They finally started using debit. They don't pay for a cart person. That's why they have the quarter in the buggy. Even the person sitting down, they've actually done studies that they're actually able to ring faster by sitting down, so then they can have less cashiers. So there's just tons of different.
Well, I'm not. I think it's a great. I mean, they seem to be a very efficient competitor for Giant Eagle in this area, and I do like them, and they do have good values on certain
They're
things.
definitely sprouting up around here. I mean, you see more and more of them.
Oh, they're going.
They're in the top 5 or 10 largest companies in the world.
Oh,
Wow.
So,
Wow.
So they have the money behind them.
yeah.
Like Coons is the other one. Remember, Coons is the other market
Oh,
in Pittsburgh.
how do you spell Coons?
Kuhn. Did I say
Okay.
it incorrectly?
No, I think that's
That's
how
right,
you would
yeah.
pronounce that.
Coons.
I feel like I'm the expert
But
on
I
this
don't know
show
where-
today.
Coons.
I don't know that one.
There's one on McKnight. There's one on.
Yeah, it's like a
over-
local, isn't it?
Oh, yeah?
It's not bad. They have good. They have good canned goods prices. 10 for $10. That's
All right. Well, let's
Go ahead,
talk
I'm
about
sorry.
the big players. We're going to start off with the biggest one in the business,
which is
Kroger.
Kroger.
Okay.
Remember AMP?
Kroger's got a $37 billion market cap, so it is by far and away the biggest company we're going to be talking about tonight.
Holy smokes! I knew they were big, and they've been around forever.
They've been around since 1883, which I'm just going to explain.
Go.
All right.
Do we have
In
a good story?
1883, we do.
Tell me a
All
story.
right. Bernard, otherwise known as Barney Kroger, invested his life savings of $372 to open a grocery store in downtown Cincinnati.
Are you
Now-
kidding me? $372.
Yes, but in today's money, that would be equivalent to $9,400.
So that's still not bad, though. I mean, if I,
I mean,
can
to open
scrounge-
up a grocery store in a city, yeah, that seems like
there's a little market for sale over in Fox Chapel. I might buy.
he might have gotten a loan along with his 372, but it doesn't say that.
Oh my God!
I'm just
That's
this is
so
from
amazing
Wikipedia,
to
by the
me.
way. All right, so this
37 is the key number there because 37 billion and $372, right?
what are you into numerology?
Apparently no. Trying anything, Tom. It's getting
Yeah.
late in the game.
All right, so yes, it's all about 37s. Uh, so okay, all right. So he opened the store in 1883, and this was the beginning of what was to become the first major supermarket chain in the United States. Kroger's parents, Barney Kroger, his parents ran a dry goods store, and they lived above the store, and they had 10 kids, and he was like number 5, and so he was familiar sort of with retailing his whole life, but with 10 kids, even manning the whole store, they didn't have enough jobs to give all 10 of them, so they sent Barney out, and he had to get his own job, and he went to work for another local grocery store, and then after a little bit of doing that, he had to quit and take a job as a farmhand because his mom was so upset that the grocery store would make him work on Sundays.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because they were like,
because
very Christian. Yeah.
Christian, yes.
So when Kroger opened up the store, he opened it with a simple rule in mind, and that was never sell anything that you would not want yourself.
Wow.
That was his thesis, okay? And it obviously worked, at least at that time, because now Kroger is currently the largest American supermarket chain by revenue. Kroger.
That's a different story entirely. They sell everything you don't want.
Kroger-
That's old and damaged.
Oh, yeah, you'll chew on it and die. It'd be Kroger. Kroger is the 5th largest retailer in the world, period,
Really?
with
Oh,
2,700
retailer. Out
Yes.
of all retail. That's
Yes.
crazy.
with 2,778 supermarkets, mostly in the Midwest and South. And now Kroger used to be here in Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they left the market.
They did in 1984, and that was because the workers here went on strike, and they
Oh.
just closed up shop during the strike because it was too much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
Too
didn't
much
know.
of
When
a
was that
revenue
strike?
hit.
Do you remember it?
1984. It was
Wow.
83 to 84, actually.
Wow.
It must have been during the
I
winter.
I should have remembered that.
Well, there was a lot of other things going on in the city at the time. We were reeling from the
Steel industry.
Steel industry.
It was
closing.
just probably another loss
Right.
of jobs.
So, okay, looking at Kroger stock, it doesn't look that expensive. The PE is 17.28.
Go ahead.
It's got a dividend of 1.17%, and it has a return on invested capital of 12.75%.
We're close.
So it's not that big a spread. It's not nothing, but it's not that big a spread. But here's the problem, okay? Debt to equity is 160%. All right? Now, a business like Kroger's, normally I would tolerate around a 60% debt to equity level in it, like a standard company. But a company like Kroger's with that many stores and that predictable in inventory tends to have predictable revenues too.
So they can handle that.
And so having a regular payment for interest is very manageable for a company like that, which even in a recession would tend to have still pretty solid earnings.
People have to eat, right?
People have to eat, exactly.
Yep.
Right now, your margins might go down in a recession though, because people are buying cheaper things.
You're right.
You know?
They're buying bread.
But you still, you're not gonna. It's not gonna go kaput. You know, you don't have that huge risk that other companies have.
It would seem to be a safe harbor. That's what I would call it.
It has a part of that to it, part of that quality to it. I don't think it's a totally safe harbor though. Okay, so debt to equity is 160%, and the earnings per share are expected to increase 8.3%, which is quite good for a company of this size.
That's really good.
So, you know, if it weren't for that high debt level, I would say this is, you know, a pretty good buy. And even though they can't afford to have a higher debt level than most, that's still too much.
What was the PE again?
Okay, the PE was 17.28.
Okay, so there's like a 5-point spread there.
Right.
Okay.
So I'd say it's a little too expensive given how much debt they have.
When would you
Otherwise,
look at
it's
this
not
stock?
too expensive.
When would you look at this? Like in what market conditions would you look at
Okay,
a stock like this?
Like with that same debt percentage, I would look at the stock if the PE were down, you know, around 12 or so.
So if it was even, you might look at it.
Yeah, because there are enough other good things about this.
Are they growing or?
Yeah. Earnings per share is expected to grow 8.3%.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, are they?
Are they expanding? Yes, they are expanding. You know, as I say though, they're pretty good at analyzing areas to be in. Obviously, they did not find our area to be welcoming, so they left. And I think that's, you know, pretty good decision making. I think they're pretty good at figuring out what areas are profitable and knowing how to milk them, and what areas don't have too many competitors.
Correct.
Giant Eagle has a pretty good grip on our area now.
Yeah, they have a stranglehold. They're
Yeah.
like Ted Nugent. Aren't they like a $1.9 billion company?
I don't know. But okay, so this stock is trading at $35.67, and that is up from $20 in 2014.
Wow.
So it's been pretty strong. And as I said, it's very large, $37 billion market cap. So I don't hate this stock, but I wouldn't buy it now. I'd wait for a lower price or for them to pay off more of their debt.
Good answer.
So now I think, even though, you know, that was our first one, I think let's take a little break for promotions right now.
Okay. Sounds like a deal. Be back soon.
Hey, this is Matt Geica, the host of your alternative sports talk program on the River's Edge. It's called Geick's Got Game, and it's every Friday at 7 a.m. I'll give you a peek behind the sports media curtain, zoom out for the big picture, and always obsess over the details of the games, teams, and players we love or love to hate. That's Geick's Got Game, every Friday at 7 on the River's Edge.
Okay, welcome back.
Hey, I have to tell you, that's the first time I actually heard the promo.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I like
it. I thought it was well done.
I'm excited for Geick's.
We're moving on up. We have a little
Geick's Got Game
webcam.
Yeah,
That's right. We're streaming live, actually.
We
So-
are?
Technically, on the YouTube. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
testing
On
it
the
out.
YouTube.
so-
That's awesome.
He's
Oh.
always experimenting
Right,
over here.
right. So stay
So
close
it's
to the table so you're in the camera.
And, like, that's a little camera for a big head. Like I definitely don't have Zika virus. Look at my friggin' cranium.
What? Oh, right. That it shrinks your head. Right, but only if you were born from a mother who has the Zika.
I'm gonna
virus,
write
right?
a movie about a person that gets bit by the opposite of Zika, and their head gets huge, and they become really smart.
Yeah, the
That would be a good
Achilles
movie.
virus.
What would you call it?
The Achilles virus.
Oh,
right?
I like it. We'll do it. That's a good movie, right? They could be really smart.
Right. Right. Well, is that I hesitate to laugh at that now because
Is that possible?
does that mean that with the little head they're really dumb?
Well, I mean, a smaller cranium. I think they're.
You're
IQ
just
tougher.
using your intuition there to make.
No, I'm not trying to make an
logical.
assertion. If someone's affected by it, I apologize. But I'm just trying to think
Couldn't,
of a $1 million movie idea, like someone that gets ridiculed their whole life and they end up saving the planet
wondered-
because they have a virus that made their brain bigger than everybody
Is the
else.
actual size of your brain a major factor in your intelligence?
Oh, most definitely. Don't
Yeah.
you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
It
the
seemed
answer
to
that.
be anthropologically, right?
I know a dude with a huge head, and he's also really smart.
All I know
Really?
is like yeah, and all,
That's
all of the
only
all
one.
of the TV shows, like the Brainiacs always have like the big heads, the brains are bulging out.
In
so-
cartoons,
Norwegian
yeah, in
people.
cartoons, and I mean they're never
in-
inaccurate.
not in not in TV shows with actual humans in it though.
Well, I know there's a tie to
suppose.
IQ and Azerbaijan Jewish people. Is that right? Did I get that right?
No, you didn't. No,
Or
Ashkenazi Jewish people.
Ashkenazi. I'm sorry.
Right, they did show that. Right, they tended
What
to
did
have
I
a
say?
higher. You said Azerbaijan.
That's a
That's
country.
a country, yeah.
So they do have a higher IQ, right?
Well, yeah.
they have
I mean,
big
on
heads?
average, they have a higher IQ. I don't know that they have big heads. I've never seen any study on that.
Do you know any? Ask some people.
Yes. It's like the most common kind of Jew in the United States, right? I mean, isn't that?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm Catholic.
Same here, but
You're smarter than me. You're a smarter
come on.
Catholic.